So then we come to decorating. We've made our pots and now we have to decorate them. I say that, but actually at some points in the 10 years, several parts of the process were all happening at the same time. And the decorating process is a clean process and very much had to be kept away from either making pots or glazing pots. So sometimes we needed to have 3 spaces where we could work, which was quite difficult in our... We have quite a reasonable size spaces where we can do things, but it was sometimes quite difficult. Originally, Rinpoche had wanted a blue glaze on the inside and a yellow glaze on the outside, and decoration as described in what Napa Erdzen read out. We made one like that, and it just didn't look very good at all. Because this is a semi-translucent body, the blue glaze inside made the outside yellow look a really peculiar colour. It just didn't work. I then tried painting one. So this is a hand-painted gTérbum that I painted with enamels. This is the only one that was ever hand-painted. And I think this perhaps enabled Rinpoche to finalise what he wanted on them. I like to think that. Maybe he just, maybe they were awful, I don't know. But I'm quite fond of this pot. We gave it to Sheza and Namgyal as a wedding present, and I love it when I go over there and I get to see it again briefly. These were the drawings, the designs for the decals or transfers that were finally used to decorate the pots. So a transparent glaze was put on a white body, so the pots are white at the beginning, and then we put these decals on to give the colours. These, I believe, were designed by Trinley. So top left is earth. The solid colours are yellow and the lines are blue. Middle top is water. The solid part is yellow and the lines are blue. Bottom left is fire. The solid part is yellow and the lines are in red. Bottom right, the solid part is yellow and the lines are green. And top right, the solid part is yellow and the line is blue. Now, decals, as I say, is a clean job, so you need to be careful. It was mostly done in our kitchen. The transfers come on paper and you just wet them, slide the transfer off and put it onto the pot. You've got a few moments where you can maneuver them to get them as perfectly placed as possible, and then use a rubber kidney. It's called a rubber kidney. It's just a thing that you squeegee the water out to flatten them down. So then they have their third and fourth firings. So each decal, you can only put one decal on at a time. So you put a set of decals on and fire it. And then if there are the ones that have the sides that have 2 decals, you have to put the second decal on and then fire them again. Enamel firings are usually around 750, but red has a tendency to fire away. So anything with red would be given a 650 firing usually. I can't remember what we did. We might have got lucky and had a red that coped with the 750, because it wouldn't have been very useful for all of them to get a 650. But anyway, it worked out. And this is just hot enough that the glaze softens slightly. in order for the enamel colour on the decal to sink into the pot. Now, this is an interesting photograph because this is not how the pots were finally. You remember the solid yellow for the air element? It didn't work, the yellow behind the green. Again, the colours just didn't work together. So this is possibly the only one or the only two that were ever made with this solid yellow. In the end, we just had the green line and didn't use the solid yellow decal for the air element.